This isn't my house. I'm actually at my friend's mom's house.
Oh, and he went live right in the middle of our conversation there.
Yeah.
All right, well, we are now live. Everyone, welcome Simone Kelly from MTV's Are You the One and also the challenge Battle of the Exes 2.
Hey, everybody.
She was awesome enough to come back on our show this week, so let's just see what we got going on. So first of all, first question, because I could not figure it out to save my life. Where was the challenge taped at this season? I know they told me, and I can't remember to save my life.
It was filmed in Panama, but I'm gonna be honest. When they said Panama initially, I was like Panama City in Florida. I was like, what the hell? So
Okay.
then when we got to the airport, they were like Panama, Samoan, and Central America. I was like, oh, okay.
For some reason, I was thinking Peru. I don't know why. Uh,
Peru?
yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know. Not Peru.
But we were talking about that, and I couldn't figure out because it looks like a gorgeous place. Did you guys get to see much of it?
I in the beginning I didn't. Later on I did. I'll let you guys keep watching the show to
Yeah.
figure out what I'm saying. But yeah, I had a good time. I did. I had a good time, and we got to see enough. But I would love to see more of Panama. I would.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. It looks really nice. I've never been, but it looks gorgeous there.
Yeah, it was really beautiful.
All right, so now down to more business. That was just a random question. Um, how did you get booked on this challenge?
It was pretty simple. It was surprisingly, happened so soon, but I was just like, okay. They gave us a call and they said, this has to be on hush hush. It has to be kept a secret. No one can know this. And you guys were offering you to be onto the show of the challenge. What do you think about that? And I was like, I think that that's different. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it. And I'm like, wait a minute, isn't everybody on the show from the real world? And then I'm like, okay, well, an exception of what? Fresh meat. But other than that, like everybody on the show is from the real world. So I'm like, this cannot be real.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, but you guys can't say anything about it. So that was the hardest thing, to keep the secret all the time. Oh my God. We kept that secret for a very long time.
Oh, yeah, I bet. So, okay, going into the show, do you guys already know that it's Battle of the Exes? Or is that a general surprise when we
It's
see?
like a general surprise. Like we didn't, you have an idea once you start seeing like you hear the rumors and the leaks on the internet and all of that stuff. Like it makes you say, okay, well maybe this is what the show is gonna be.
Yeah.
But we're not told anything, so you're kind of walking into the situation, Ray Charles blind. You know.
Yeah, I always wondered about that because you see the surprise on everybody's face, but it's like, is that real surprise or is it just because?
Well, no. Sometimes we really are surprised, but then you're all standing there and you see the people standing here, you immediately know before it's even said, like,
Yep.
okay, Battle of the Exes, we see it. Some
Yeah.
couples are like, maybe not Battle of the Exes because certain people that people didn't even know who hooked up before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was like, okay, yeah, looking like all exes in here.
Yeah, that's a true point. A fan asked, did all the rookies, meaning the Are You the One cast and the new Real Worlders, fly in separate planes or like different cars so that way you didn't meet the veterans before you got there?
Oh yeah, we flew in different days. We got to Panama, yeah, I think like maybe 3 or 4 days apart from each other. And then
Oh,
they kept us locked up in a separate location, like in a hotel away from the real worlders. So they had no idea we were coming. We didn't get a chance to meet any of them before. Um, maybe that would have made it a lot easier in the house if we would have got to meet each other first.
yeah.
I swear, but yeah, we don't get that privilege.
Oh no. Did you ever watch the challenge before coming onto the challenge?
I had seen some in the past. Honestly, it had been a while since I had watched the challenge. So there were a lot of new faces for me as well. Like, they were kind of walking into the situation like, who are you? And I was in the same boat, like, no,
Yeah.
who the fuck are you? Oh,
That's okay. You're
so
good.
yeah, it was like, it was weird, but it was fun, and it's always good to have that competition.
Talking about the veterans, meaning everyone that wasn't new, but did you think there was any like negative feelings from the original cast from the Are You the One people coming in?
So you're saying, like, do some of our castmates from season 1 of Are You the One feel some type of way?
Oh, no, no, meaning like the real worlders that have been doing the challenge. Did they have any negative feelings about a new show coming onto their show, essentially?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was very much so like kind of a pride thing, like we were here first. This is,
Yeah.
the challenge in the real world is their babies, like, and
Yep.
then we're kind of like swooping in there, and it's like, what are y'all doing here? Like, you're not a part of this family,
Yeah.
and it's it's tough, but you kind of know that that's what's going to be the case, even, being in the situation that you're in. So
Yeah.
you kind of just take it and roll with it.
Well, that's good though. It seems like it was a little awkward at first, but then you see like the boys seem to do better with it because you see like Johnny Bananas and Jay hanging out at the bar, being all friendly. So it looks like it got better at some point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you live with these people all day, every day. You have no choice but to, become close with them, or, establish, you know, bonds and relationships that are going to be everlasting, because
Very true.
nobody understands what you guys go through but you guys in that house.
Yeah, that's a very true point. It's looks like the most exciting time and like the worst time ever,
Yeah.
all in one.
hmm It
Um,
is.
did you guys get to pre-screen the Exiles, or was last night the first time you guys got to see them?
Um, the exiles were never shown. You mean like in the dome?
No, meaning like did you guys get to see them before they aired on TV last night? I mean, not
No.
on TV, online. I'm sorry, online.
No, 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 no. We're watching everything for the first time, just like everybody else.
Oh, okay. What did you think about the Exile last night?
Actually, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but
Oh, okay.
um, I mean, what's something that I should know?
I did not watch it yet either, actually. I
Okay.
just, yeah, I was busy today, so I didn't get a chance to sit down and do it yet.
Yeah,
But
we'll come back for talk about that, I guess, because
I
I
know
didn't
we'll keep
haven't
that
watched
one
it
under
either.
wraps.
Yeah.
So I haven't gotten to see it yet, but who did you room with while you were at the Challenge House? We don't ever
It
see
was
it.
me, bottom bunk, Brittany, Baldy, top bunk, Nani, bottom bunk, Janae, top bunk, and Jimmy, bottom bunk, Jenna, top bunk.
Oh,
So that
goodness.
was our room. We were definitely a little clique in the house. We didn't really hang with the girls upstairs. And I loved my roommates. Shout out
That's
to all my
hilarious.
roommates in the house.
That's funny. I'm surprised Nani booked with you guys, instead of like the people that she's been with for longer. That's
I'm,
funny.
you know what? I'm so happy that she did it. Because it was
Mhm.
really a good time for the girls, for us to bond, as opposed to being kind of catty and being like,
Yeah.
ooh, like the new girls, the rookies. They were very welcoming. They wanted us to have a good time, just like them. If we were like on the side or just chilling or kind of felt like a little out of place at times, those were the people that were like, fuck that, have a drink, like, we're gonna have a good time. So we needed that. And
Yeah.
Nani was one of those people that was that for us. So I think that was really good that she lived in our room.
That's super cool. Did you guys get to pick your rooms, or were they already kind of like mapped out?
No, we had to pick our rooms, and we chose
Oh,
our room because it was the cool room. It was like the coldest room in the house, and it was so humid in Panama that we were like, oh no, we need this room for our hair and just to not be sweaty.
oh goodness, that's funny. A fan named Kathy Rodriguez asked, "Are we seeing feisty Simone back this season, or are you going to be calmer this season?"
Very much so calmer this season. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was just, for one, it's two different things. For
yep,
one, after watching Are You the One, I had a real self-evaluation on a lot of the things that I saw and just how I was portrayed on television. And
yeah,
sometimes that you don't think that it affects you so much until you see the way that it affects your family or the people that your family go to church with, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
all of those things that you don't even think about because you're like, I'm living my life and I'm going to do what I want to do, it affects the people around you too. So that affected me. And then also, I mean, we're the rookies in the house. So I can't come in this house, you know, with a chip on my shoulder and going off on people because they're going to be like, you know, who do you think you are? They're going to the dome, you know, and vote us in. So I have to be smart. I can't, you know, even if there were times that I really wanted to go off, you know, and then John would just be like, do you want to win this money or not? You know what I mean? So, you know, I had to roll with the punches.
Very true. Yeah, it would be. At least you're smart enough to realize that, though. We've seen
Yeah.
rookies in the past just going in full blaze,
Yeah.
and so at least
You
you
have to
were
know your place in a sense.
very true. So coming into it, you found out you're working with John. How did that? What was your first reaction to thinking about working with JJ again?
For one, you know, I was like, okay, I'm not all that athletic. You know what I mean? Like, and then I have him as a partner. I'm like, this is not balanced. It would be different if, like, he could, like, you know, weigh me out and, like, or vice versa. But it's like, I'm like, oh, my God. No, my this partner I'm giving is, like, ridiculous. No, I was, like, doomed from the beginning, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, how did you guys end up working together? It seems like after last night's competition, it seemed like you guys were working together pretty well during the competition, for the
Yeah,
most part.
yeah. You know, we both had our minds in the game. You know, unlike other people, some people had like deeper connections, you know, like Avery
Yeah.
and Riley. You know, like they have something that has went on deep with them in a relationship that it's so much deeper than just the show. For me and John, it's like we had a thing for a minute and it's like we've moved on since then. So us working together wasn't like hard, but at some times, which you're going to see, our personalities definitely clash a lot. And that was probably the biggest thing.
I could see that. You guys have totally different personalities to begin with,
Yes.
which is funny that you guys were a match, though. But I guess opposites attract sometimes.
Yeah.
Um,
Or at least
so
I probably
back,
were.
yeah, very true. Um, so back to competition last night. We seen the first round was the suck and blow game. So which was harder, the sucking or the blowing part, or the turning of the baseball bat? Because both
Um,
ones looked hard.
the only thing that was really hard out of all of them was the baseball bat.
Baseball bat?
It was because you only can use one hand, so you're
Oh,
like sitting there trying to twist it, and your arms are getting tired, and like, oh, you're like, oh my God, you know, but you just have to get it done. So that was, out of all of them, that was the hardest one. Oh, the peanut butter was really bad too, though. Oh my God.
was that peanut butter disgusting?
Just thinking about it, like, it wasn't even that it was like some type of special peanut butter or anything that was like horrible. It's
Yeah.
just that it's hot out there for one,
Yep.
you know. So it's hot peanut butter. You cannot drink anything, so it's not like you can drink water to wash it down. So it's so thick. You try swallowing like
Ugh.
peanut butter whole by the chunks, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like there's bugs and stuff out there, nets and everything. So they're like sticking to the peanut butter. It's like, oh my God, I'm eating bugs at the same. Oh my God, so bad, so
That's
bad.
funny. I loved your reaction after the challenge, though, that we seen last night. You're like, this is terrible. Your
I
face
know,
is
I
just
was like
priceless.
dripping down my face. So bad.
I thought it was funny. I was like, that's what people want to see when they're trying to hook up with somebody. They're like, that's
Oh my,
exactly what I want right there. Uh,
oh my
that is
God.
funny. Um, so you said you didn't see much of the challenge, but were there any real world casts that you thought was like completely different than what you expected once you met them?
Um, Jordan, I thought that he was so like cute. I'm like, oh my God, he's so gorgeous. And then his personality stinks. Like, it sucks. And he's so mean. It's like,
Really?
yeah, he's very, very mean. So, you know, yeah, that was probably the only person that kind of shocked me a little bit.
Oh, okay. Um, who were you closest to in the house, other than the Are You the One cast?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Brittany, of course. Nani, Janae,
Okay.
and Jenna. Oh, you said no rookies.
Mhm.
Um, Jenna and yeah, that was pretty much it.
Did you
Yeah.
make any connections with any of the guys in the house? Not like relationship connections, just in general.
No.
No, not too much.
Oh, most of the guys this season, like they had girlfriends back home and stuff. So yeah, that
Very
played a
true.
big part in it.
That's true. I noticed it's so funny to me that like back in the day you would see people like come in, break up with their girlfriends to go on the show, and
Hmm?
now they're like, it ain't worth it anymore, too old.
Right? They're like, I am staying in my happy home. Like y'all are. This TV show is not about to mess up my life.
Exactly. Very true.
Oh.
Um, a fan named Orlando Murcia, sorry if I say that wrong, asks, who would you have preferred as a partner, Dre or JJ? That's tough. I know. I just thought that as I said
Oh my God, these fans with these questions.
it.
Lord have mercy. Ooh, that's a hard one, guys. That's a hard one. I would honestly, I would have to say Dre
Oh, why is that?
because physically, I feel like he would be able to make up in the areas that I lack in. You know what I mean, in the physical aspect.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only reason why. The
Oh,
only.
okay. Oh man, that's funny. What was your favorite thing about being in the challenge house? Like I know there's like the ups and downs, but what was your favorite moment of the challenge house?
My favorite moments were the moments that no one will see on camera.
I
Like
know.
it's that's when you have the most fun. Like, you know, Janae making egg sandwiches at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? And like you're starving and you're drunk and you're hungry and you're like, Janae, make me an egg sandwich. She makes an egg sandwich at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like those were my favorite times in the house. The things that like feeling like you're in jail and like everybody's like smuggling the food because they will buy food for us. And it's so many people in the house, and the guys, they're so greedy. So as soon as snacks and stuff come in the house, they're like gone in 5 seconds. Like, where did the snacks go? And then you're like in jail, and you're like, look, I got Pringles. If you got, what do you got? You know what I mean? Like, you got a banana over there? Okay, I'll give you my Pringles for your banana.
That's
Like,
hilarious.
so funny because it's literally like the gutter in the challenge. Worse than jail.
That's like the unseen moments right there.
Yes.
um, who were the night owls of the group
Like the
this
people
season?
that went to sleep early.
No, the people that were up all night, like the night people.
Oh, Thomas. Oh my God, he was definitely an all-nighter. He talks so much when he gets drunk, and it's so annoying.
That's
But
hilarious.
he's like one person that's up all night. Um, JJ would be up all night, him and Knight, because they would play ping pong all night until the sun came up. Knight and JJ would go back and forth all night, like, and Knight would be like, "I'm gonna beat you one day, JJ," and JJ's like, "In your fucking dreams," like,
Oh
whatever.
man, that's hilarious.
So that's they would always be up, and who else would always be up at night? Yeah, Knight was definitely. He'd just be up all night.
Yep.
Uh, he'll come in our room. He will come in the girls' room and just sit in there and talk to us. And we're like, Knight, get out. Like, this is the girls' room.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, those are pretty much the people that were up all night. Jay was also up all night with Thomas. And
yep.
yeah, I'm trying to think of like what girls was up all night.
Probably none of them. They're
Yeah,
always the ones that are in bed.
we were like all just yeah. Johnny, me, Johnny, Nani, Jimmy, we will be up all night.
That's
Yeah,
funny. Did you have at nighttime? Was there like a whole crew still in the house, or just a few people?
only a few people.
Well,
So
that's good.
I mean, you still have crew, but you have like the important people that needs to be there. You know what I mean? has no
Yeah.
choice but to be there. So,
Very
um,
true.
huh?
I said very true. They don't really have a choice at that time.
Oh yeah, you don't have a choice. I mean, this is your job. You have to watch us. We're babysitted all the time.
Yeah.
So
Um,
yeah, we're sleeping. I mean, we're sleeping and they're watching us.
what should we expect in the next few weeks on the challenge? What are you most excited for everyone to start seeing from you guys?
I'm excited to start watching the Exile, honestly, because I don't know, like, how it's gonna look online, or this is like a twist that's never been done before. So I
Yep.
definitely I'm looking forward to the Exile.
Awesome.
So yeah,
I'm excited to see who makes it from the exile back
I
into the challenge.
know. That's what I
That's
want.
my favorite.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So we only have a few minutes left, but I did want to ask. We know that we recently had the um, passing of DM and Knight, and you were just talking about Knight. How has how have you been dealing with that personally? I know it's rough.
Yeah. It's very sad, because you don't when you think about death, most of the time you think about it in a way that you're gonna have time to deal with it or to know what's going on. Like at some point, somebody, people are going to pass, but you just think that they're going to do it when they get older. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it was very sad because after our first challenge, I remember me and DM sitting outside and we talked for, we were waiting on our bus to come to take us back to the plane to get back into the city. And we sat there and we talked, and we were just telling, me and her both, we really like to dance. And I was like, yeah, I used to do this. She was like, me too. And then we talked about that, and then I was telling her that I worked in radio and I was hosting. And she was like, yeah, I host too. And like, we just had so much in common, and when we would go to the clubs for, to party and stuff, like, me and her was on the floor dancing all night. Like,
Yeah.
like, she just loved life. She loved to have a good time, and she was always just so sweet and genuine. So I wish that I would have had more time to even get to know her more, like, but
Yeah.
the impact that she made on my life, that it was so short. It was like, yes, DM, like, I will forever remember you. Her spirit was just so pure. And Knight, oh my God, like, I hate to love him, you know what I mean? Like, because he used to kill me, and I've had great moments with Knight too, so it was, I gave him his first corn rolls, so
I hope we get to see that.
I hope they do too, but yeah, I gave him his first pair of corn rolls, so he's definitely gonna be somebody that I'm gonna miss to make me laugh as well too.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that in there real quick. But okay, last fan question is a good one. It says, "Are you willing to do another challenge? If so, what concept or past format would you like to see done?"
For one, if I do another challenge, I need a damn good partner and not JJ's ass. Okay? And then, I don't know. I don't know what the concept could be. Maybe rivals.
Who
Um,
would your rival be?
I don't know. A lot of people didn't like me. I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so.
Johnny Riley. He's definitely a rival. Jordan is definitely a
Johnny
rival.
Riley?
Yes.
Why?
Keep watching.
All right, I'll see it then.
So yeah, Johnny Riley, Jordan, kinda Naya, um, Thomas, of course,
Oh goodness.
and and that's probably it on the rivals end. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um. All right. Last note's a kind of a funny note. Have you? We're gonna do a game.
Oh, and if they bring in somebody from Are You the One as a rival, Dre.
I knew that one was coming. All right. So someone just posted a cool little game, I guess. Who would you send to exile out of all the guys remaining on the challenge for one?
Just one guy?
One guy from the remaining guys left on the show.
and send him by himself?
Um, no, I guess it would have to be with his partner. So,
Okay, so he has to go with his partner. Probably Naya and Leroy.
all right. So who would you? All right, another question. Out of all the guys remaining, this is a guy question. Who would you marry? Yep.
Ooh, who would I marry? CT. CT.
Okay, I like that answer.
Yeah, one
And
answer. Only because CT is still like he's like a white boy, but he still got that hoodness to him, and he got
that's
that
true.
bad boy thing going on. So it's like CT. I can rock with CT.
All right. So next question then is who would you shag? That's a good question.
Who would I shag?
Yeah.
What's shag?
I don't know. Somebody typed it. I'm just answering the question. I'm assuming that means who
Oh
would
my
you hook up
gosh,
with. I'm thinking that means have sex with.
shag. Um, Zach.
Oh goodness, Jenna better look. Jenna better watch out with that one.
Yeah.
All right, last thing. Anything you want to say to your fans, viewers, anyone watching the show? Any last words, thoughts?
Guys, hope you get to see more of me, and make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, at Simone J. Kelly.
Yes.
That's simple.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on again. Sorry we went over a few minutes here.
Oh,
Um,
it's fine.
but we would love to have you back whenever you have something cool going on. So just contact us and we'll have you on.
Okie dokie.
All right, wonderful. Have a great night.
All right, you too. Bye bye.
Bye.